Hi. Thank you for tuning into my video. I'm going to try to ad-lib this one and just talk about some of my thoughts, especially regarding the election that's coming up, and that has certainly been heavy on my heart for the past months. And I voted for President Trump last election. I'm a staunch Democrat, and I've voted for a Democratic candidate, every 4 years for my whole adult life. But I became disillusioned with Hillary when she was running against Barack Obama. I believe in I think it was his second term. At any rate, I didn't like how she presented herself in the debates against Obama. And then I heard about some activities in her life that related, later I found out, to the Epstein scandal, and probably more so with her husband. But when Clinton was president, I was just ashamed of his behavior, and I think that carried over into my negative feelings towards Hillary. But I think I would have voted for any Republican candidate that was running against Hillary. Earlier, I had attended, during the first, when she was running against Obama, I went to her rallies. She had like 3 different rallies in Ohio, and I went to all of them, and I supported her until the debates, and then I lost interest in supporting her. But at any rate, so right now I'm so scared about Trump and his antics to be re-elected, and what might happen to our country if he loses the election. If he wins, it will be catastrophic, because I don't think our democracy, our peaceful nation, could withstand another 4 years of his erratic ruling leadership. So if we lose, if Biden loses, if Trump loses and Biden wins, then there's still over 2 months before inauguration, and that's not going to be a peaceful time. And according to Michael Cohen, his previous personal attorney, who spent 13 months in prison for campaign fraud that Trump would have been a co-conspirator in, and would have been arrested had he not been president. But according to Michael Cohen, President Trump would do anything to continue his presidency. And he even said, go to war. And I just pray that there's some intervention between now and January, or even between now and the election, because President Trump does not represent the Republican platform. And I have personal friends and family who support Trump. One supports him because of his loose federal government platform issues, and gun control, because the Republicans encourage gun freedom to be armed, which is supported by our Constitution. So there's that whole group of people. But then there are the fundamentalists, the religious sector, who are against repealing the abortion rights bill. And to me, those are such opposing views. They're pro-life, but yet they are pro-war. pro-guns, pro-violence, but pro-life. If you are against abortion because of killing the fetus, then how can you be for guns and war and violence and murder? It just does not seem to relate. And I am sure that those two factions of population are different in personality and interests and all that. So now the other thing, I think the Republican Party for sure tends to be pro-life, but I don't think that applies to Donald Trump. I saw a video of a woman testifying to the fact that when she was 13 years old, as part of Jeffrey Epstein's pedophilia ring, that Donald Trump raped her. And she was a virgin, 13 years old. And when she was crying and trying to resist him, and she said, "What if I get pregnant?" And afterwards he threw money at her and said, "Then take care of it." Now, that's not a pro-life person. So Donald Trump is not the kind and caring Christian man. I mean, what he did in front of the White House when he walked to the church for that photo op when he held up the Bible, what he did to the peaceful demonstrators was atrocious. He's pretending to be compassionate. He's pretending, well, he's not even doing a good job of that, but in terms of having the support of the Christian population, it's just contrary to his personality. His name is in Jeffrey Epstein's Black Book. He is pictured with Jeffrey Epstein and young women from the 90s, I think mainly during the 90s, but he's a playboy, and he doesn't tell the truth. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this video, if I'm going to post it, but I would love to see Christians challenge his platform on pro-life and see if he really does support pro-life, because according to his behavior, he does not support pro-life. And if that's why people are voting for Trump, because of their support of pro-life versus pro-choice, then open your eyes and look at this man who will be accused of rape and pedophilia among dozens of other crimes when he is no longer protected by his position as president. Anyway, that's my thoughts. It's a trying time, and I hope that that Joe Biden wins the election, because he is a kind and caring person. He's not perfect. He's made mistakes, and he admits when he makes a mistake, but he doesn't intentionally lie. He maybe changes his position over time, but we all do. Things change. So just be objective. Try to see the person for who they are and what kind of presidential behavior will allow the leadership in our country. That's all. God bless you all. I send my love. Bye.